So the AirPods Pro 3 are a very interesting but sort of mundane pair of headphones. I've had quite the interesting experience with these that I want to actually share with you, so let's just jump right into it. Let's talk tech. If you're new here, my name is Arnell with Ardently Tech, and today we're going to be looking at the AirPods Pro 3 and why these are fantastic earbuds that probably anyone that is looking for Apple earbuds should get. But for me, I'm kind of just lukewarm to them. I'll get into all of those reasons why in just a minute. Now let's start with the specs and the features before we jump into my overall experience. So this has the H3 chip, which supposedly pair faster to devices. I'll jump on that in a little bit here, but this also does help with delivering really good active noise cancellation, as well as the transparency mode, which has become a staple with any kind of Apple earbuds. This also does have the adaptive audio and the personalized volume levels, meaning if you're talking to somebody or if there's loud noises going on, it will adjust the volume of what you're listening to, or if you're speaking to somebody, it'll lower the volume so you can help focus on that conversation a little bit, while also having the standard MagSafe charging case that we've seen introduced on the last AirPods Pro, as well as USB-C charging and precision finding as well. Now, the battery life is usually somewhere around 6 hours if you're just using both earbuds, just straight from the case from full to empty, and then with the case and just sort of cycling in and using it, charging it in the case, taking them out, you're going to get about 30 hours or so of battery life. And lastly, for the specs, you're going to have Bluetooth 5.3, which will help you have an extremely stable Bluetooth audio connection. All right, so let's talk about the pros, the things that I really like about these earbuds, because like I said, these are fantastic earbuds that I think that anyone that is in the Apple ecosystem that is wanting something, anything, even a little bit more than just the base standard AirPods, well, these are the ones that you should pick up. These offer a far better value than the AirPods Max, coming in way more expensive, and you might not have a need for over-ear headphones, so these offer really great versatility. And in my opinion, the in-ear comfort is next level. So not only do these feel really good in the ear, but also just kind of how it hugs the ear around the ear canal as well is really good. It just feels very natural and form-fitting. The sound quality itself is very balanced. It has really good, rich bass. I mean, it's not anything that's like really going to impress you, but you will notice it if you are, used to listening to certain songs or watching certain videos or movies, then you're really going to get somewhat of an impact there, but nothing that's really going to run home or, be really powerful with the bass, like Beats, for example. Now, if you're not a bass heavy person, you're also going to get really clean mids and highs as well. Of course, Adrian and I are not audiophiles. We say this with nearly every single earbud review, but just from the average person that listens to podcasts, listens to music, watches YouTube videos, watches different movies on like Disney Plus and stuff like that, these earbuds are really good in all these different scenarios. The transparency mode, like I said, do feel great. It really helps allow you to, focus on the music or the podcast that you're listening to while also being able to listen to things around you. While the noise cancellation does a fantastic job on the complete opposite end. So if there is a lot of noise around you or like a really windy day, you throw on noise cancellation and really anything that you want to listen to, even if you're not listening to anything at all, it will help to block out most, if not all, of the wind noise. Now, it goes without saying that you're going to have seamless Apple integration. So from a very simple pairing procedure on your phone, you're going to also have a fantastic experience of just being able to switch to your iPad or to your Mac. So like in my case, I paired these to my phone, and when I went to my computer, I just instantly paired to the computer. I didn't set anything up or pair these directly with the computer. It just instantly connected, which was great. These also do feature very low latency, something that is pretty standard that you've seen with past AirPods as well. So for me, that is fantastic, especially if I'm like editing videos or things like that, then I'm able to trust that the AirPods are going to deliver an accurate sound as far as the things that I'm seeing on screen to what I'm hearing in my ears. These do a great job and a very reliable job of allowing me to just properly edit things without there being any kind of weird video lag with the audio. I also really love the case. It is very compact and sleek, and it fits in my pocket very well. It's also relatively lightweight as well, and the MagSafe charging It allows me to really just use one charger, a 3-in-1 that allows me to just plop my AirPods on there, my phone, and usually those also come with an Apple Watch charger as well. So if you're finding value in this video, before I get into the things that I don't like about the AirPods Pro 3, I do want to invite you to please drop a like down below and consider subscribing so you don't miss more honest tech reviews like this. So some of the cons that I have are really minor nitpicks, and ultimately it's kind of one of those things that it's like, while I say that most people should probably pick up these AirPods Pro 3, that's also dependent on if you care about some of the extra things that they've added on, like the hearing aid features or some of these standard eardrum noise protection features and different things like that. If you're somebody that doesn't really care about some of those extra little add-ons, which are inherently good things that they've added on and sort of packed into there, especially with the price being what it is, I would much rather have more features packed in there to help justify the higher price over some of the competitors. But if you're somebody that just doesn't care about some of those extra features that are kind of thrown in there, then something like the AirPods Pro 2 or even the AirPods Pro 1 might do you justice just fine. So the sound profile and experience can be relatively similar if you're not an audiophile like me. Honestly, I can hear a little bit of an improvement in the clarity of the audio that I'm listening to with these versus like my first gen AirPods Pros or the second gen that we've reviewed here on the channel. However, it's not enough for me to really justify wanting to upgrade to the AirPods Pro 3 just for that little bit of extra clarity, at least as something that I've personally noticed. Is there an objectively better experience to be had with these from an audio level? Absolutely. But is it a justifiably, enough of a good experience to warrant the much higher price as opposed to just getting an AirPods Pro 2 that are on sale or heck, even used ones as well? Then that's just kind of something to consider there. The other thing is, it just kind of bothers me that we are still to this day having the very static and sort of cold look of the just all white aesthetic. These just come in white, and it's just a simple cold white that to the untrained eye can look the exact same over the last 3 generations of the AirPods Pros. So it's just kind of interesting that we don't quite have the level of customization that we have with so many other Apple products as far as just the colors. It would be cool if there was some customization in the materials too. The Pro name is already taken up by these particular models, and I do think that these are a good Pro over the original AirPods. However, maybe there could be like an additional level above the Pro lineup that would just allow you to have a customized material layout. I don't know, just something that helps to give it a little bit more of a premium feel versus just the sea of plastic that you have with the actual AirPods themselves, the case. It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of weird that you're spending so much money to kind of get just a very static experience that just looks the same as it has for the last, I don't know, nearly 10 years of AirPods. Another weird nitpick that I've found is while the H3 claims to allow for faster pairing between devices, I've found that it actually seems to take longer for my AirPods to connect to my phone for audio to start transferring over to the AirPods. What I mean by that is I distinctly remember with AirPods Pro 1 and AirPods Pro 2, I could be listening to something and within half a second of me putting it in my ear, then the audio has immediately started transferring over to the AirPods. With these, for whatever reason, there seems to take like a 2 to 3 second delay. Sometimes it's just weird that it's just very inconsistent because sometimes it'll take a half second and no connection sound for me to just start listening to the audio that I'm listening to. But then other times it'll take 2 to 3 seconds and then it'll play that little AirPod connection sound, which sort of like stops the flow of what I'm listening to. So if I'm in the middle of a song or if I'm watching a video and then I decide to throw on my AirPods so I can catch a really important point, well, then that just really takes me out of the vibe and the moment of me listening to the video. So again, I did, put a disclaimer here that this is a very weird, sort of nuanced thing, weird nitpick to throw at the AirPods Pro 3, but it is something that I've noticed significantly more with this particular model versus some of the older AirPods. And so, just with some of these weird annoyances and grievances, and just the fact that this still looks visually very similar to the past ones, the audio experience is objectively better, but not that much better, in my opinion. It does all of the things that it needs to, marginally better, just enough to justify a new generation. And so, because of that, I think that it's a fantastic device. I just don't know that it's worth jumping into that. If you're coming from a much older generation of AirPods, whether it's the originals or the AirPods Pro, or you just have like newer AirPods 4 that are not the Pros, then these could be great upgrades to go up to. However, if you're coming from the AirPods Pro 2, I really don't think that it's worth going from the 2 to the 3. You're just not going to have that much of a quality of life improvement that justifies getting these, at least in my opinion. But maybe you think differently. Let me know down below in the comments. And if you want to see our thoughts on any other Apple products, definitely check out this playlist right here, or check out this video right here on the AirPods Pro 2 so you can get sort of a back-to-back comparison of the 3 to the 2. I'll catch you in either one of these videos. Peace.